How's it going, everyone? We have some major updates of Dying Light the Beast, which is looking to be a far bigger game than a lot of us anticipated. Now, they had already said that it was going to be the second piece of story DLC to Dying Light 2, but then they spun it into a full game, and sometimes when that happens, you know, the Assassin's Creed Mirage situation, the Halo 3 ODST situation, you don't know exactly how big the game is going to end up being. Dying Light the Beast is looking to be a pretty big game, going so far as Techland almost dubbing it as a Dying Light 3 and a return to form for Dying Light. This is going to be a major entry into the IP. Want to go over some updates. We do have the price point. We do have the deluxe edition. I do want to mention right off the bat, the game is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. On top of that, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions are to come. However, the last generation versions will not be dropping on August the 22nd. They need time to optimize it on last generation platforms, so that'll be coming by the end of the year. So those versions of the game will happen, but if you want to play the game day one, PC, Xbox Series, or PlayStation 5, I imagine the game's going to get ported to Nintendo Switch 2 at some point as well, but you know, one thing at a time. They still got to port Dying Light 2 to Nintendo Switch 2. But nonetheless, Techland boss has spoken to PC Gamer, and this is where a lot of the interesting information comes. It was noted from Timon Spectala from Techland, with Dying Light 1, we really managed to create a game where every piece fit together, and maybe we didn't appreciate it enough. Dying Light 1 was a game for our core community. It was a hardcore survival horror open world action adventure with very strong survival aspects. For Dying Light 2, we forgot about that. The game was a commercial success, but the players who should be closest to our hearts said we kind of lost that edge, we lost the threat, we lost the horror, we lost the tension. Before I continue, credit to being this transparent. How often do you hear something about this where a development studio is this transparent about a game that just came out a few years ago, that is a game that literally goes on sale and they're trying to sell more copies of that? Hey, we kind of lost our way with that game. A lot of points for that, because I think a lot of people will underappreciate how significant that is. I recently saw Randy Pitchford go on Twitter about Borderlands 3 being better than Borderlands 2 and what metric to quantify how much people enjoy a certain game and why Borderlands 3 was better. And I'm just like, bro, Borderlands 3 was not better than Borderlands 2. I don't care about what metric you throw at me. I am happy that in this case, Spectala was just like, hey, we know what went wrong with Dying Light 2, and I like Dying Light 2. I thought Dying Light 2 was a great game, but I definitely agree in the sense that there was a little bit of that edge lost with the game. Techland took that feedback to heart, and then they came up with Dying Light the Beast using the original Dying Light as the blueprint. The benchmark for which we try to compare the experience and balance the experience is Dying Light 1, because in that game, you really felt like you were alone in this big city on this big map surrounded by zombies. Now, the Beast is something that I think a lot of people are like, where is this game gonna lie as far as how much content is available in the game? Well, it was noted that Spectala's last playthrough was around 37 hours with the main story and side quests considered. Gotta say, that's pretty good. I would imagine 18 to 20 hours for just the main story. And then, you know, if you take your time and do all the side content, a little bit longer, actually a lot bit longer with 37 hours. But given that this isn't a full price $70 game, God forbid an $80 game, we'll get to the price point in a little bit, but 37 hours of content I think is a good amount. I don't need every game to have 80 hours, 60 hours of content even. 37 hours for a main story and a side story, totally down with that, and it's gonna be a open world that you're gonna be able to explore. Spectala continued noting, for us it really is Dying Light 3. Maybe the project started with a smaller, slightly smaller ambition, but we got so excited about Kyle Crane returning, we got so excited about actually what can we do with this new iteration of the engine, how confident we feel about the gameplay mechanics. And Spectala noted it's easily the best Dying Light that we have ever made. Obviously, some of that is a hype job and a promotional job. You'd be ridiculous to not say something like that if you're, you know, trying to promote an upcoming video game. You would want to talk a game up. But how about a 30-minute full gameplay walkthrough that showcases some of the gameplay? This game looks outstanding, and it definitely has that element of tension that Dying Light 2 I thought also had, but Dying Light the Beast is bringing it even back in a bigger way, and I gotta say, the visuals that we're seeing looks fantastic. Yeah, it's a cross-gen game. Yeah, it's not maybe, to a lot of people, the next Dying Light, although Spectala is saying it's seen as Dying Light 3. Again, you guys be the judge of that, but from the 30-minute gameplay, the parkour is there, the traversal is still there, the tension is there, the visuals look fantastic, it can be gruesome as all hell. Really liking what I'm seeing out of that. Now, the pre-orders are live ahead of the August 22nd release, and the game will be $59.99, so a $60 price tag, not a $70 price tag, but not a $50 price tag some of the Expedition 33s and the Oblivions have been going with, and I thought the $50 price tag would have been ideal. There is a deluxe edition pre-order that is available for $69.99. To go over some other notes, there is a pre-order bonus that'll be available to both editions. Pre-order the standard edition now to get the exclusive Hero of Haran bundle, which includes the Ultimate Survivor outfit, the combat knife, the follower crossbow, In Jade's Memory pistol, and the Castor Woods Patrol. The deluxe edition will get you nothing too crazy, and honestly, unless you just want to throw them the extra $10, I don't think it's essential. Take your Dying Light the Beast experience to another level with the deluxe edition. You'll receive the official soundtrack, wallpapers, and the Castor Woods Prepper bundle, as well as a detailed tourist map that highlights locations worth exploring. I don't know, I'm not crazy about that being baked into the deluxe edition, but nonetheless, includes the official soundtrack, wallpaper pack, the tourist map, prepper bundle, prepper outfit, survivalist SMG, and the Roadhog. So there you go with that. That'll be available with the deluxe edition. And mind you, if you did buy Dying Light 2, the Ultimate Edition, you will get this $60 Dying Light the Beast included with that. Yes, the game is available for you. Those of you that picked up the Ultimate Edition at this point, hopefully you got it a little bit on a sale, because I think it was like $110 when it initially came out. But man, you gotta be feeling like a little bit of a bandit that you're gonna end up getting this game just baked into your Ultimate Edition. That is tremendous. So that's pretty cool as well. But this game is coming out right ahead of the huge wave of massive releases, but really, it's kicking off a major week, because after Dying Light the Beast, you're gonna get the Beast on August 22nd, then it's like Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, it's Gears of War Reloaded, it's Lost Soul Aside, it's gonna be big game after big game after big game for the rest of the year. There's always that one game that's kind of like the kickoff to the season, and I kind of see Dying Light the Beast as the kickoff to the season, and I really enjoyed Dying Light 1, I like Dying Light 2 a lot as well. The Beast looks like it's gonna be at the quality level of Dying Light 1, maybe even better, and if you wanted to see Kyle come back as the main character, you got that here. You're looking at have a pretty expansive experience, so if the price point is pushing you away, first of all, you don't have to pick it up on day one, but on top of that, we're talking, even if it's 30 hours, Espectalo was taking his time, like, to an extended degree with his playthrough, and the 37 hours is really taking your time. A 20-hour campaign, 30 hours for all the content, I still think that's a pretty good ratio in terms of $60 for that, and I would rather a more compact experience that's worthwhile and compelling the whole way through than a lot of bloat, and I feel like with Dying Light the Beast, based on what we're seeing initially, it looks like it's shaping up that way. I would highly recommend you to watch the 30-minute gameplay walkthrough, maybe not the entirety of it. I hate watching super lengthy gameplay walkthroughs just because I feel like it kind of spoils some of the aspects of the game, but at the end of the day, you're watching content, you're gonna get spoiled some gameplay specifics. Narratively, you know, you'll be fine, but the Steam page has also been updated with a lot of new information. Obviously, the game centers around Kyle Crane after being captured by the Baron and enduring his painful experiments for years. You escape, but the scars remain. Left on the edge of humanity with both human and zombie DNA, you struggle to control your inner beast and the conflict that comes with it, but you'll need to if you want to get revenge on the man who did this to you. A unique blend of open world and action survival horror. It's trying to find a marriage of the survival horror and open world. It's hard to retain a lot of that survival horror element within a big open world. I like the more contained approach here where you have an open world, but it's not going to be overly expansive, which is what I'm interpreting out of the Beast. It's set in the beautiful yet dangerous valley of the Castor Woods that's now overrun with zombies rather than tourists. To take your former captor down, you'll need to form fragile alliances as well as utilize all the combat and traversal options in your arsenal. But be careful out here. Each step is a fight for survival, especially when the sun sets and the tension heightens as the true horrors come out of the night. Become Kyle Crane, a unique hero with DNA of a survivor and a beast. Switch between two playstyles and experience a fierce inner conflict between man and monster, leading to the ultimate embrace of unstoppable strength. Primal Brutality. Take the raw savagery of Dying Light's combat to the extreme and push brutality beyond human limits as you crush skulls, rip heads off, and tear enemies in half, struggling to control the hero's constantly evolving, rage-fueled beast-like powers. Own the day and fear the night, a signature of the Dying Light series. Two vastly different experiences of day and night are merged into one unforgettable whole. Scavenge and explore by day, mindful of the constant tension of the moving clock, as when the sun sets, the night unleashes the horror that leaves you with only three choices: run, hide, or fight for your life. Run the rooftops and rule the roads. Obviously, the parkour gameplay is going to be a big aspect of the game. Feel the rush of the best-in-class first-person parkour as you jump from rooftop to rooftop and climb over any obstacle using a movement system accessible to all, yet rewarding those who master it. Then take the wheel of an off-road vehicle and plow through hordes of zombies, enjoying unparalleled freedom of open-world traversal. Beautiful zombie apocalypse, breathtaking next-gen visuals, bringing the handcrafted zombie apocalypse to life, where every detail tells the story of survival. Get lost in the majesty of the Swiss Alps-inspired valley of Castor Woods, with various biomes, tourist towns, industrial areas, national park, farm fields, swamps full of beauty and decay. And it will have co-op play. Share the adventure, band together in up to 4-player co-op to take on the danger of the Castor Woods, where every fight, every discovery, and every twisting step of the story can be faced as a group. Use shared progression to conquer the entire adventure side by side as you face relentless enemies, scavenge for resources, and save each other from the brink of death. That is all coming from the official Steam page. Looks like the game's gonna have quite a bit of depth, and obviously you can play the game entirely solo if you do want. But the game will be out August 22nd. Let me know all of your thoughts. Is this a game you're gonna pick up right away? Is the $6 price tag pushing you away? And I should note, this is gonna bum some people out. It's gonna be digital only initially. They did say they're looking into a physical release, but that'll come out sometime down the line, so I know that's gonna be a big bummer for a lot of you guys. But if you could wait for Black Myth Wukong, if you could wait for Alan Wake 2 to get a physical release, hey, maybe you can wait for Dying Light the Beast to get a physical release as well. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.